Hey, there it is. In the chat for anybody to start watching. This is a surprise video. We're here at TFCON Chicago. Actually, TFCON has just wrapped up. I'm here with Jeremy. This was my ride or die to TFCON. I arrived at his house. There we go. Okay, it's working. Hello. I do not use my phone for live streams very often, so there was a lot of technical difficulties getting this thing started. So glad to see you guys popping up. I got two people watching. Hello. TFCon Chicago. Oh, sorry, I'm getting all sidetracked. Hey, what's up? What's going on? Hotel has cleared out practically. Anyway, Patriot Prime reviews here. I am still in Chicago. We just wrapped up TFCon 2025, and what a hell of a time we had. First off, going to introduce a new face. This is Jeremy. Jeremy is a fellow West Virginian. We met via YouTube about 2 years ago.
A little over 2 years ago.
A little bit over 2 years ago. But he watched my videos. There was one video where I mentioned I was from West Virginia. He's from West Virginia. He happened to be driving through my town one day, messaged me and says, "Hey, you want to go to lunch?" We went to lunch, become really good friends. How's Post-Dom Chicago? Well, isn't Chicago dangerous? I'm here. Actually, we're outside of Chicago. This is a smaller town called Rosemont. Chicago is about what? 5 miles, 10 miles the other way. So, yeah, we're here. We're good. This is actually a nice, decent area by the airport. We never really left this 2 mile radius. There's plenty of places to eat, and you know, it's fun. And the weather was good. I thought I'd be freezing my butt off, but it's been really good here. Very pleasant today.
Great weather.
But anyway, as we said, TFCon has just wrapped up. Hey, Raz, wish you was here, man. It was kind of different not having the rest of the con bros. The only con bros that showed up, it was me, it was Matt Baldwin, and Treebot. And then we met all kinds of new people. It was a blast. We had so much fun. But this was the most disorganized TFCon that I've been to. This is my fifth. I did Reston, Virginia, Baltimore, I think it was Baltimore again, Orlando, and now Chicago. And this was a cluster. They had the dealer room was just so crammed full. You had Artist Alley, you had the toys, you had the voice actors and comic artists, all crammed in one space. The crowd was unbelievable. I mean, you're just shoved up against folks. We couldn't really look at anything until today.
Late today.
There was one at Baltimore. There were two at Baltimore. So, trying to cover everything. It's been a wild weekend. But yeah, and they only had one panel room, so they were rushing people in and out of the panels, and it was chaos. So there was a lot of times we were going into the dealer room, and like I said, the third-party panel was disappointing. Can you read those all right? The chats? He's blind as a bat, and so am I, so bear with it. So anyway, that was a mess. It was way too crowded, and the cosplayers were great, but they're coming in the dealer room too, and I can't tell you how many times I was having a Starscream wing slap me in the face. I was about ready to rip some wings off some Seekers, but did luck out. I got the exclusives I was after. I grabbed some exclusives for my friends as well. We got I didn't even take them out of the box, but there's exclusives I picked up for Extra Zero and Engineer Hoist we're bringing home. Before I get into the haul, which is what everybody wants to watch, we did have a great panel. We kicked off TFCon at 6 o'clock on Friday night. It was a YouTuber panel. It was me, Treebot, Deluxe Baldwin, Bots Obsession, JCC2244, forgive me JC if I messed up a number, and Dumb Jake. And it's so funny to call his channel name. But it was so fun. Well, we were worried at first because the panel's like 5 minutes from starting. There's only like 20 people in the audience. I'm like, this is going to be a bust. And by the time that panel kicked in, we filled the room up. But talking about being disorganized, they scheduled our panel the exact same time. People were coming in to get their tickets for the exclusives. So there were people that couldn't get to us because of the lines, and it was a mess, but it still turned out to be a fun panel. We steered more toward the Q&A with the guests because, we get up there, we start rambling, but the fun part is talking to the guests and talking to the viewers. Hey, he knows who I am. He said Patriot Prime. And so, yeah, the panel was fun. And then that was Friday night. Dealer room doesn't open until 9 o'clock that morning. I was lucky enough that a friend of mine had early access to the exclusives, and I got this little thing right here. This is, see, I've trained him well. This is the Fans Hobby Master Builder. This is, Fans Hobby Master Builder Helmsman, which is based off of their Double Evil figure, which I absolutely love. So I was really excited to get this guy. He's kind of based on Skyquake, but as Overlord. So we got Skyquake collars. He's got the Power Masters, Jet mode, Tank mode, flip around so you can get a better look. He's got the City mode. So I cannot wait to check this out. This is big. It's heavy. It's glorious.
Bulky boy.
Bulky boy. Anytime you want to say something, all right.
I'm not quiet.
Everybody kept walking up to him. What channel do you do? And he says, he's my bodyguard. Were you able to see Brucus from Age of the Primes? Yeah, I saw that online. I saw the reveals. He saw them before I did. My throat is killing me because I don't think I've ever talked so much in my life. I had so many people coming up and greeting me, and it was funny because he knows me as real me, not Patriot Prime. And I said, when you come to TFCON, it's going to blow your mind how many people rush up to me. And I thought Baltimore and Orlando was crazy. It was nuts. I actually, for the first time ever, gave away all my decals and business cards to folks. So it was so cool. Kids running up to me. This one, we're waiting in line to get in the dealer room, and this kid's walking by, and he's upset about something. He's probably 8 or 9 years old. And I just say, hey, man, I said, here's a decal. And he whips around and looks at me, you're a Patriot Prime. And his eyes got all big and smiled and gave me a big old hug. That was cool. Got into dealer room. Dealer room was insane. Like I said, I walked around a little bit and lucked out. I guess, no, I need to backtrack.
Yes.
I need to backtrack. You may have saw this video earlier where we stopped by a toy store on the way to Chicago. And you guys know there's very few G1s I need to complete my collection. And one of the G1s I needed was the Pretender Groundbreaker. One of the harder Pretenders to find due to the fact getting him complete. He has a helmet, 2 shoulder pads, a small gun, harpoon gun, large gun, belt, and the inner bot. This figure normally goes for about $320 to $380 complete. At this toy store, he was $125. So I popped my TFCON money early to get this guy. And what was funny is I was so shocked by the price that I yelled an expletive in this store. I walk in, I see the price, and I'm like, holy beep. And he's laughing, and I got the lady to give it to me, and I was so tickled to get this guy. I had to throw a quick video out. So anyway, I'm going to call it a TFCON purchase. This was my first TFCON purchase. And then next up, I find a pristine Generation 1 Whirl. Somebody just asked me earlier if I had Whirl. I said I did not. And there he was on a table. The gentleman who ran the table is somebody I have known for a long time, even before I became Patriot Prime. He's got Whirl here, and he came with all of his weapons. I probably didn't put him here on the table because they're all in a baggie, but he is 100% complete. He does have some loose joints that I'm going to have to do the old floor polish trick on, but he gave me a great deal on this Generation 1 Whirl, and as you can see, absolutely beautiful figure. And he needs some toy hacks, so I will be reviewing him very soon. I'll actually be reviewing all of these soon. So Whirl was my second purchase. And at this point, I am ready to get out of the dealer room because it's nut to butt, using a military term. And I felt molested. I'll put it that way. So as I'm walking out, I walk by this table and I see a GoBot that I had as a kid. I had the GoBots before I had the Transformers. Totally forgot about it until I saw this guy, the original Leader 1. So I picked him up. He was only like $20. in great shape, except he's a little droopy. You know, he needs a blue pill or something, but I'm going to have to fix that up. But so I got a GoBot added to my collection. We went out in the lobby, gathered forces, went back, and I found the Transformer Land booth. And Transformer Land, man, they focus on Generation 1 and the older characters, older figures. And Treebot introduced them to me because he knows some of the guys real well. And I thought I'm going to take a chance and ask if they have one of my missing headmasters I need, the last one. I asked, do you have a G1 Nightbeat? And he said, of course. So there's G1 Nightbeat. He's not complete. He's got the big gun. He's got the headmaster. He's got the little seat. He's missing the two smaller guns that go on the head or on the side of the car. But I know a guy who does some great 3D printing work of G1 accessories, and I already ordered those from him. Hopefully they might be at the house by the time I get there. But he is glorious. Look, I mean, it's just, I can't get over how good this figure looks. There's no wear on these stickers, no paint wear. I mean, just absolutely beautiful figure. So there's 3 Generation 1 figures down. Then what? I can't remember what I got next. I'm looking at everything. We left the dealer room again, and I think that might have been all of our purchases for day one because we couldn't stand going into it was just too damn crowded. I mean, you guys have no idea. I think when I do a full video where I focus on my haul a little bit in more my professional setting. As you can see, this is not my studio. I'll show a video because I did where I'm tall enough, held my camera and kind of panned around to see all of the people there. So let's see, we went to dinner. Oh, when I found out I was going to Chicago, I'm a foodie. And going to Chicago, I was like, I have to have an authentic Chicago deep dish pizza. So we found a place a mile up the road, and I got one, and I swear when I bit into it, I saw Jesus.
You wanted that more than you wanted some of these Transformers.
Yes, I wanted deep dish pizza more. It was so good, but I could only eat 2 pieces. So we brought the rest back to our hotel room, and our hotel room doesn't have a microwave. And I will tell you right now, you know, I'm a guy, I eat cold pizza. A cold piece of deep dish pizza is just like eating a block of cheese with tomato sauce on top of it. It was not good at all, but fresh out of the oven. And the cheese pull on this thing, he pulled up, must have been that tall. He cuts it with a pair of scissors. It was unreal.
Had to shear the cheese.
It was awesome. And then what else we do Friday night or Saturday night? Everything wrapped up. Oh, we went to the lobby and there was a lot of drinking. Too much drinking. I only hang out with my friends every year or so, and just wait. Let's say I guess Jesus made all the ingredients and that did. It's Big Bot Porsche straight. I don't know if he's a Porsche or not. These latter years were just kind of made up vehicles that kind of look like real cars. So I'm not sure. I'll research him a little fuller when I do the full reviews. All right. So today we figured today would be a little less crowded, which it was. I got to explore the dealer room more, look around for things. Did run in. Oh, before we go into the more toys I got, there was a party Saturday night for members of TFW 2005, the website, and it was pretty cool. We went there for a while, and once again, not planned very accordingly because y'all, all these dudes and gals, and there's a lot of people in a room with a low ceiling, super loud music, no ventilation, and you could tell the speed stick was starting to wear off. And they were serving nachos, and the nachos were actually not bad. And then we all left with a swag bag. We got a poster, and it's a poster of a blaster and Soundwave at a DJ club. Ground beef smell. Yeah, ground beef smell didn't help.
Yeah.
So I got the poster, and honestly, I haven't looked in this swag bag yet. I got a little trading card. I got some kind of 3D printed thing from Non-F Productions with, ironically, Toyhax decals.
They know.
Oh, whoops. An individual came up and gave me a button that shows the ass of Optimus Prime. It's a button, I guess. Isn't that what he called it? A button. I gotta pick up all the crap I dropped. Let's see, showed that off. You know, I signed up for the thing, I paid my money to enter, and they asked what your t-shirt size was, and I told them a 2XL. I hope it shrinks. So, let's see, I drop anything, let's see, got the non-F stuff.
Nope.
All right, I'm good. So, cool little swag bag. There was a raffle there. Some guys won some really good prizes, but I think you had to be in the room when the raffle happened. But
We
it
weren't
was
staying.
too hot, too packed. We headed back to the lobby to partake of the beverages that we bought. Now, hey, that's my size. Now, sometimes it's my size. Depends on how the shirt fits. See, that's why I don't like to do this YouTube lives. The chats pop up and then they disappear by the time I read them. So if I don't answer your chat, it's because this right here is making them disappear. All right, so we had our TFW 2005 party. We went to bed at 3 a.m. because, like I said, and got up this morning. I think we walked down to the dealer room about 10 o'clock, and there was no hot chip challenge this year.
No.
I have discovered, the last time I had a hot chip was 2 years ago, and since then my heat tolerance has shifted, and I don't think me eating stupidly hot things is going to be happening anymore. I have got a severe case of the OLD anymore, so I got to back up with that stuff. So we partied hard Saturday night. We get up Sunday. We head back to the dealer room. Dealer room is a lot more spaced out. There's not as many people, and we get the chance to look around. Finally. And you scored some things that you wanted.
Absolutely.
I mean, they don't know you from Adam, but you want to show them what you got? Put him on the spot?
Sure.
If anybody wants to throw something in the chat so I can read it real quick. I'm trying to organize all my stuff. And meeting so many people was so much fun. Fellow YouTubers, fans, people from all over. There's Iconis, one out. All right. So he picked up the DK56A upgrade set for Legacy Motormaster, and it actually turns Motormaster, well, I guess you have to look at it online, but there was one that just gave him these wings and stuff. But this set, when you apply them to the figure, actually makes him look like Menosaur. So you got one arm that looks like drag strip, dead end, you got breakdown, Wild Rider, the sword. I'm not sure what those extra pieces are. You see how his wings, it's kind of weird for a Menosaur. But yeah, he got that. And this was an exclusive. So I think they're going to be releasing this soon, but it was first come, first serve here at TFCON.
First exclusive that sold out.
Yeah, this one sold out. This was the first one that did sold out. And I think the Giant, when I got, sold out too, but it sold out today. And the big thing that he got was the HasLab, correct?
HasLab.
The HasLab His Tank. This thing was available at the toy store that we stopped at on the way here, and they wanted X amount of money for it. And our plan is we are stopping by that toy store on the way back because I have a little money left over, and he was going to get it there. They had it $100 cheaper here. So thankfully we came in a truck. What else did you get, or is that it? Oh, and I surprised you.
No,
Hold on. Oh, yeah. Tell them this story.
So, Shattered Glass Grimlock. I have been looking for this for a while. Not for $180.
And that's what they were asking for at most of the booths. And, of course, they were sealed, right? They were up to
Correct.
$180.
They were all
I
sealed.
had no idea it was worth that much. So $180.
So, we had split up, walking around, come back together, and my man pulled this out of a bag and said, "Here, I got this for you. Thanks for making me come to the con."
So what happened is this one was $100, but it's loose. It's like in a baggie. It's complete, but he just had it in a baggie. And I asked the guy, well, what started off is that guy recognized me and he's talking, "Hey, I love your channel." We're talking back and forth, and then I see this Grimlock. I see the price. I said, it's Sunday. You don't want to take this back home with you. You can do better than that, can't you? And he did. So I bought it for my boy. So there we go.
Thank you.
Because if it wasn't for me, I wasn't coming to Chicago. Because
It wasn't for me.
yeah, I'm a country bumpkin. I don't like driving in the city whatsoever, especially big cities. And I have a Jeep Wrangler, and when I get around trucks, I don't like that too much because you guys know I'm an Iraq war veteran. Our mission overseas was convoy securities. I was always around trucks. Trucks were getting shot at. Trucks were getting IED'd. I don't like being around trucks, especially in my little Jeep. And he knew it. He said, "I will. If you go to TFCON, I will get the room. I will drive. You're coming." Here I am. Thank you so much. And you've had a hell of a time, right? Because this is
Absolutely.
his first TFCon. What do we got here? How much does the HasLab his tank cost? What's it up to now? All right, the toy store we were going to had it for $500, and I think that was a low price because you were cool
Yes.
with that price. So it's up there. Oh, there you go again. He's liking your hot rod shirt. We went down to the lobby and with 37 compliments on his hot rod shirt. I was getting
Yep.
tickled with it. Okay, so this is Sunday. We're going down, and I ran into a guy who does a lot of 3D printing, and he knew me from the channel and wanted to give me a gift and had all these little 3D printed things. And he says, pick something out. So I thought, my wife is a Halloween fanatic. She's very crafty with Halloween. She comes up with her own costumes. So her being a Halloween fanatic, he had these little replica boo buckets from McDonald's. You guys remember these? The 80s, 90s?
All the old heads on
So you got the old, you got the ghost, the pumpkin, the witch. So he gave those to me, his Halloween buckets. And then he gave me another little baggie of his experimental collars. So this is a surprise for my wife. It's still a surprise because I know she doesn't watch my channel. So got those. Then, since the lines were down, I decided it was time to get some autographs. So as I'm waiting in line for autographs, a subscriber walked up, shook my hand, said hey, and gave me this comic. So I thought that was pretty nice. Very not crystal clear. I mean, it's pristine. That's a pristine IDW issue 50 subcover A. So all hail Optimus. That was a nice gift. Then my brother, who is a huge comic fanatic, he sent me some comics to have autographs. So I've got the original Transformers #6. Bob Budiansky autographed that for my brother Michael. Then Ralph Macchio was there as well. Well, also Bob Budiansky autographed issue 10. And Ralph Macchio, one of the original writers of the Transformer comics, Michael had me autograph his issue #1 of the Transformers the movie adaptation. And then for me, I brought back my white cover comic and got Ralph Macchio's autograph right there. And then I have my reprint of issue #1. I had him autograph as well. And then Jim Sorensen, who did the foreword to this glorious hardcover book that is full of fantastic G1 art. I got him to autograph right there, if you guys can see it. Now, I'm in line with this book, and this guy's like, where'd you get that? And I said, I got this a couple years ago off Amazon. I paid $40 for it. And I said, hold on, I'll pull it up. I pulled it up, and this book is now going for $240. So if you got one, hold on to it. So got everything autographed. I left, I went back, and I'm like, now let's buy some toys. Finally, let's buy some toys. I'm looking around. At this point, there's nothing specific I'm looking for. So the first thing I just wander into is I talked to a guy, and he has one of the original Power Dashers. Talking about the Transformers, I don't have my G1 collection yet. I forgot about these guys. So he had him for about $20. He's in really, really good shape. Super tight joints. He does have some yellowing behind the arm here, but nothing a Molotov pin won't fix. The rubber on the tires is really good. I cannot remember the names of these guys, so forgive me, but that is the Jet guy. I guess that'll be his name, Jet guy. So I buy him, and a couple tables down, I find the car guy. So I got $20 here, $20 here, and I'm pretty happy. All right, I'm finding the G1s I don't have, and just as we're getting ready to walk out for lunch, it dawns on me, there's 3 of those sons of bitches.
Oh.
Now, what?
I went, oh.
Oh. So I'm like, I have to see if there's the third, because I have to get them all now. I catch them all, Pokemon, which is convenient because the last guy is yellow like Pikachu. He was a little costly because this is one of the rarer ones, and he is loose as... Oh, hey, Bert, if you're watching, there's that action you like on your figures. But anyway, chrome's really good, so I'll fix him up. So all in one fell swoop, I got all of the original Power Dashers back in the G1 days. These were mail-away figures. Let's see, amazing to meet you Saturday. Oh my. Yes, everybody in the chat, if you saw me and you came up, you said hi. Everybody who said hi to me, recognized me, I took a selfie with, and I'll be adding that. I'm actually working on that video right now. I'm not sure if I'm going to make it a separate video to upload or tag it on the, or add it to the end of my official haul video later on. I just wanted to do something live. Shoot this shit with my subscribers here on a Sunday night? Yeah, Sunday night. Because everybody's gone now. It's boring. This is the depressing part of the cons when all your friends leave. Wasn't there a black and tank GoBot with a frill head? I don't know. I'm not a super GoBot guy. I don't know a lot about GoBots. I just, every now and then, you find a cool one. Then what? Okay, we went to lunch. I went to a Brazilian steakhouse, y'all. You ever been to one of those? Lord. So I'm seeing Jesus at the pizza place, and it wasn't...
Now, hold on. I took you to the first one.
Well, true.
I took you to the first one back home.
Okay, which was amazing. And then we went to this one, which was more upscale. Yes. I mean, it was unreal. I mean, Hick Boy here was impressed. And I felt bad because, you know, everybody's there all fancy dressed up, and here we are in our Transformer tees. Deluxe Baldwin discovered candied bacon, and he was in heaven. And then
ate a couple plates of it.
One of the guys we was with said, you have to get this grilled cheese. That's griddled cheese, and they have this honey on top. I'm like, cheese and honey? Wow. So when I go home, it's probably going to be 100 miles from the house or something. I'm going to have to find a Brazilian steakhouse to take my family to, because my wife's going to be pretty mad when she finds out all the good eating places I went. Yes. Oh, it disappeared. I hate this damn... I'm sorry, guys. Your chat pops up, and then it disappears. It pops up for just a moment. So somebody said something about TFCON. Oh, next year, TFCON will be in Orlando. I think they announced it. I'm not sure of the dates. Brazilian Steakhouse Comedy.
23rd to the 25th.
In 28. I don't know. If they have it here in Chicago again, I'm not coming. I'm not coming to this place. It's just insane. It's not like a Twinkie hot dog, is it? No, Twinkie hot dog's a different experience. I highly recommend that you try that. All right.
A Twinkie hot dog?
Have you not ever seen UHF, the Weird Al Yankovic classic, the Twinkie? Dylan and I made a Twinkie wiener sandwich, and we ate it live for these fine folks. We thought it would be horrible. It wasn't. Dylan wanted another one.
Oh my gosh.
And this is the kid at the time that would only eat chicken nuggets.
Doesn't eat anything.
Okay, so we came back from a Brazilian steakhouse. We're stuffed. We're miserable. Let's walk around. Went back to the dealer room, and I found these 3D printing guys that were making Megatron cannons for Studio Series Megatron, because everybody knows that's a great figure, but the cannon sucks.
This thing is slick.
This is pretty neat. I forget the company's name, but they had tons of 3D printed stuff. They had Arcs and Nemesis. They had a full Teletran 1. If you've been to TFCON before, I've seen these guys at display where they have a Teletran 1 with like an iPad in it, so it looks like the screen. But they got this really, really cool...
I took pictures of it. I'll make sure he puts them up.
Was it more crowd? The thing was, it was a smaller space and everybody was crammed into it. The artist alley was in with the dealers. The voice actors were in with the dealers. Comic cards, everything was just crammed.
Packed in one area.
And it seemed smaller. I mean, the aisles were tighter together. There was the back aisle. You couldn't look at anything.
Couldn't look at anything.
It was so packed. I mean, you are shoved up, and if you tried to look at something, people are still trying to push you out way. People could not get around you. It was 2 lines, and that was it. That's why, I mean, it was miserable. They didn't space it enough.
No.
Back to Megatron's cannon. So here it is. They did a really good job on it. You got the red spot up here, and it extends. So thought that was awesome. It does come with a really cool blast. Oh, check out how it hits the light. That's awesome. But I need to file the peg down because it does not fit into the barrel. And I don't want to push it because those are sharp as shit. I kid you not. I actually poked my finger earlier, so I cannot wait to attach that to Megatron because he said it does work in tank mode as well. So, walking around, I see Mike Kincaid's got his stand, and I grabbed this for you, anybody in the military. This is important. There's nothing like being the DD-214 Real American Hero. A DD-214 is your discharge paper, so I had to get that. Then I met the, I believe it was one of the owners of Non-F Productions, came up to me and it was the owner?
It was.
Okay. He came up to me and gave me the new set they have coming out for Retro Brawn to give him his claw hands, like the G1 figure. And there's also little flat hands for G1 or G1 Retro Outback when he comes out. So I think I might leave Outback alone, but I'm going to give my Brawn the claw hands. All right, next up, a lot of sirens going by, is got another table. Guys got little cheap figures, and I picked up an Action Master. I know Action Masters are G1. I have a hard time considering G1. It was kind of like the redheaded stepchild of G1, but I believe this is Rad. So pretty cool looking bod. He's got his gun and his little battle beast or whatever. It's his little tagger dude. And there's a button somewhere. I'll pull his tail, his head flips around, and there's a blaster. So I guess he could carry it in his hand, folding back. So got Rad right there. So I think, okay, I'm spending lots of money. I need to reel it in a little bit. We walk by this one booth. I'm talking to these people, and I look in the corner, and there's two items that I have been after for years. They're not G1s, but they're exclusives that really appealed to me because they're exclusive pretenders from 2015. And that is Pretender Megatron and Optimus Prime. These were Transformers Collector Club exclusives in 2015, and they were double Pretenders. So they had these humongous backpacks on the back. I thought it was funny that Megatron's still looks like a robot, so it's a Pretender that's hiding a robot inside a robot, and then the Optimus is great because it's a giant gorilla monster, and I like how his works too. It kind of opens up like that and you fit him in. But I asked the guy, I said, how much are those? The last day, will you cut me a deal? He did, and I am so happy to have these because they're really hard to get now. I mean,
technically his wife cut you the deal.
His wife cut me, okay.
Technically his wife did.
I asked if he would cut a deal. He says, what kind of deal you thinking? And all of a sudden his wife spouts out a number, and I was like, I'll do that. So those are the shells, and here I have the robots, and they were just repaints of, I'm not sure if they were Combiner Wars or which figures they were, but the Megatron is this guy right here. He's got this really cool gray tiger stripe look to him, and then he comes with this little Minicon guy, Shuttle, that looks like Shattered Glass Astro Train. I absolutely love the color scheme on him. And this is a shuttle. He also turns into a robot and turns into a gun. And of course, comes with the Pretender shell. Comes with a sword and a gun as well. He says, yeah, this guy was repainted into Warpath, but there's a Megatron too. And I have that one. I can't remember if he's green or gray. And then Optimus is actually a repaint of Swerve, and I love the truck. He's got the flames on it. He's black and blue, and if you can see, it's got the Optimus Prime head sculpt, and he's got a couple weapons. He's got two guns, and the guy gave him a, was this called Built to Rule?
Built to Rule.
It was like the Built to Rule axe. I might have better weapons for him at the house, but I was so excited to get those to add to my Pretender collection, and that's it. That is my TFCON haul, and pretty much everything. And of course I had my friend John gave me a Red 1 patch. I got my name tag from the party. I always put my real name on it, like, well, nobody knows who the hell my real name is, so I did that. What else can we talk about? Got the the haul's done. Lots of people come up to say hi. Like I said, I had one person came up to me and asked me to sign his Walmart reissue Optimus Prime. And that was so cool. And I was like, the box? He said, no, sign the figure right along the trailer. I want your Patriot Prime and then your real name. And that was so cool. I put a picture of that up on my Patriot Prime Facebook page if you want to check that out. Excuse me. I have talked so much, and we hope we don't get the dreaded con crud. We was taking those vitamin C drops 10 days. Dairy Con Optimus Prime. Cool. Amazing how you got. That was, didn't get high, but I guess almost when I saw those guys.
Right.
But like I said, everything that I've shown, I will be reviewing this month. And the 8-hour drive coming up here, I was trying to think, I need something to kind of give the channel a boost. And I talked to so many people that were just talking about G1, and some of their kids are getting into G1. When I started Patriot Prime reviews 8 years ago, I reviewed my favorite Generation 1 figures. That's back when I didn't have a decent camera, I didn't have a decent editing software, I didn't have the personality and the voice. I love the toy department.
Yep.
We're going back. So I've decided, especially with this lull, between getting new figures, I'm going back and I'm going to start redoing my old videos to re-enter, because nobody watched me back when I first started, so I can once again bring my G1 love to you guys. So I guess that's all we got. If anybody wants to question anything or say something in the chat, now I can focus attention on it. Glad you could go. Makes me happy to see other people happy. The toys are great, but even better is the opportunity to be with brothers and friends. Fuck yeah. That's why we came, man. We had such a good time. Thanks for the sample of your TFCON experience. You're welcome. I thought about actually walking around and filming, but then I realized I want to enjoy it. As much as I want to show it off to everybody, I hooked the phone to my belt and I thought, I'm just walking the con, talking to people. And of course, every person that recognized me, I don't think I missed any.
No.
If anybody recognized me, it's a quick selfie. Just landed back in Florida. Excellent. There's a smaller toy store on the east side of Cincinnati called Toy Shack. Wild Wizard got an amazing haul. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of haul videos popping up. This hotel has emptied out.
It's a ghost town now.
Yeah, you can almost hear a pin drop. It's freaky. Excuse me. Our plan is we're going to get up early, probably be out of here by 8 or 9, because as soon as we cross, I think 50-mile mark from here,
yeah,
our time's going to jump back ahead an hour. Patriot Prime and fellow T. Awesome to meet you guys. Up there goes the chat.
Yeah.
I hate this. Yeah, it would not have been a cool video to the crowd instead of me, my hammer going, damn it, quick, move.
Seeker wings.
Yeah, Seeker wings. Yeah, I don't think personally, I might have already said this, but with the cosplayers, I don't think the cosplayers in full costume should be allowed in the dealer room. It's just too crowded. Be out. Another thing, this hotel's lobby sucks. It is so small. Baltimore, that huge lobby downstairs. Reston, Virginia, had the double-decker lobby. In Orlando, you had the giant lobby plus outside. This place's lobby is probably about the size of a convenience store. If that. It sucked. Don't forget the 2 Hasbro Combaticons that go up for pre-order tomorrow. I'll be on the road. I will be on the road.
I'll pre-order it while I'm driving.
How about yeah, because you're driving. Let's see if I can get a hold of them. There's somebody talking about meeting me, but I couldn't read it so fast. Here we go. You have a phone. I know. But I got West Virginia cell service, and I'm up here in Chicago. It hasn't been the greatest. My son has the picture of the con bros that he took to Orlando. That was awesome. I was getting hit by Seeker wings all weekend.
Yes.
That's how he put on a t-shirt. Getting hit by. And what pissed me off, I'm a Southern guy. I got manners. These damn stars, probably because they were Decepticons,
right.
You get smacked with these wings, and there was never an excuse me, never I'm sorry. It's just this side, this side. And it was all Starscreams. There was no other Seeker. And there was one guy, it was a dealer. He got so pissed because this girl walked by, she's a Starscream, and her wing caught the end of his table and pulled a bunch of his shit in the floor. I thought that girl was dead. But I mean, that's the only moment of that I saw,
Right.
unless you may have saw some other stuff I
Nope.
did.
Nope.
See if anything pops up. We got 29 people watching this. That's pretty good. Okay, we need a chat to pop in so we can read what's going on. Stupid YouTube. Oh, demonetized.
Yeah. Demonetized instantly.
Oh my glob, dang. Did you get your son some goodies? I got him. All he wanted was a t-shirt that said Chicago. My son has hit the age where toys aren't cool. Yet he'll play video games. He loves the cosplay. And I can tell you, as a dad who's an avid toy collector who loved buying his son toys, it broke my heart that he's not into them anymore. So I go to TFCON for me and the boys. And Dylan, he still likes his nerdy things. We go to other cons so he can do his cosplay. And now my wife, she's been working real hard making Hollow Knight. If you guys heard of the video game Hollow Knight and Silk Song, my wife has made full costumes for her and Dylan to go as Hollow Knight and Silk Song. And it looks so good. And I'm trying to talk her into going. There's another con in February in Roanoke, Virginia. And I'm like, you guys have to go and show off what you can do. What is he going to be for Halloween? Dylan, Hollow Knight.
Hollow Knight.
Saves money for the cool shirts like yours. Exactly. I got so many compliments on this shirt today.
Because I wasn't wearing this.
He wasn't wearing that. What else has happened? I mean, just the cool people we met. I mean, I love that. I couldn't go 10 feet without getting surrounded by people. It was awesome.
And for somebody that doesn't do this for a living, I got to see a lot of people that this gentleman has interacted with and touched that I never thought was possible.
All 3 Transformers. I mean, we're meeting and greeting folks from all over the world. There were people all over the country that came here. And, you know, we're all brought together because of Transformers. It was awesome. There was nothing else in the world going on but Transformers and friendship and community. It was awesome. There's a giant fly in your room near the lamp. We'll just name him Fred.
He don't eat much.
House of Plastic is another good toy store, and there the chat goes. Damn it. There's probably an option to keep it up, but I don't know.
I'm sure
There
there
you go.
is.
I really love those shirts. I love it. Hey, Fishy. That's a great shirt. Everybody, I mean, there's no one like G1, everybody. Did you talk to Proto Man? We talked to Proto Man for how long?
Friday, 2 hours.
Yep, 2 hours. He is he's such a talkative, nice individual. I've seen him at TFCons multiple times. I know who he is. I know he's a real big name. And me, it's kind of like when you guys want to come up and meet me, I didn't want to bother him. And all of a sudden, he's talking to us. He just came up, and he, just like me, he doesn't care. He loves talking to fans. And we talked to him for about 2 hours. I got a quick selfie with him in an elevator that I'll throw in my video I'm making. So you'll see that later. Was there a figure that you were looking for and didn't find? Nope. The only one I was actually actively wanting and looking for was this. And I got that. Everything else was just surprise finds. I'm also a YouTuber now. Just started a few days ago. Congratulations. You and Proto are the only 2 YouTubers I have subs to. Thank you so much. It means a lot. And there it all goes. Raz. I thought Raz said something. Dropping my books. So
Somebody drop a 1 so we can see the chat.
yeah, just type in something so we can keep talking. Otherwise, we'll have to leave. How was the third party panel? Do not know.
Apparently it was
Yeah, Deluxe Baldwin streamed it live. He did not like it.
It was all stuff that has already been revealed or released, believe it or not.
You got a Proto Man comic sign. Want to show that off?
Yes, I did.
He's not, he wasn't prepared. He's got to have everything out here ready to go. I tell you what, with these, I have had to study the Megatron hard because the Pretenders, these shells were designed around existing figures that they repainted that weren't really designed to be in Pretenders, and you just cram Megatron in here. Okay, there's your comic yet sign.
Number 1, signed and illustrated. And actually, it's not even for me. I got it for a buddy.
Oh, very good. One thing I did, David K was here. I've got his autograph a few years ago thanks to Ghost Prime, and I saw him. I didn't really want to have anything autographed. He had a huge line. He actually walked right by me at one point. I mean, this close. It was awesome. And saw him a few times in the lobby, but I never got to speak to him. Kind of disappointed about that, but it is what it is. There was like 3 things in the panel that I got excited for. That's it.
We sit and talk to Mark Watts for a while.
We talked to Mark Watts for a long time. We also talked to Bob Budiansky for a while. Ralph Macchio was really nice to talk to. I had to tell Bob Budiansky because he created Circuit Breaker. For you Marvel G1ers, remember Circuit Breaker's costume? I told Bob Budiansky that as a preteen 11-year-old, thank you so much for creating Circuit Breaker. And Mark Watts, man, he was fun. And the guy working with him was a hoot, too.
Was hilarious.
Yeah, I couldn't walk anywhere. Patriot! And they're hollering at me. I was starting to forget what my real name is. You get the illustrator's signature. Yes. He is on my white book I had out. Right there. Kay is awesome. He flipped the bird picture with him. What else? It's like a blur. Now that it's over, I tried when I wanted to do the stream. I was going to do everything in order that we did, and it's a jumbled. My memory of TFCON is as organized as TFCON itself was for this trip.
Well, what's funny is Patriot didn't bring any Patriot gear. Guess who did?
Oh yeah, I forgot all my Patriot Prime T-shirts. I washed them, I folded them, set them aside, and left them at the house. So fortunately, I had my Hawaiian shirt with the Patriot Prime.
He said this morning, "We're like, well, how many kids you think are going to, or people?
Oh yeah,
think that I'm you."
He has one of my Patriot Prime shirts, and he was wearing it today. And somebody did ask him if he was Patriot Prime, and gave him this really weird look, like you look a lot different on TV.
A kid, and I said, "No, I'm better looking."
But the hair.
Yeah, you got hair.
I gotta throw that in. I hear a lot of people talking about DairyCon.
They had DairyCon exclusives in a couple of the booths today.
Mm-hmm. I've heard lots of good things about them. Are they Wisconsin? DairyCon? It's got to be somewhere where dairy is. I guess you can't go to it if you're lactose intolerant.
No. Lactose intolerant.
Lactose. Come on, chat. Say something. 32 of you. Somebody say something.
No.
We probably need to wrap this up anyway. We need to pack still. I brought 2 totes worth of stuff to sell. I'm down to 3 things left, 3 or 4 things left. So I did really good.
Yeah, that Friday was for 2 whole hours straight, nothing but a train of people in this room.
Fire Talks. Guess what, Fire Talks? Guess who was here? Tarn was here. Tarn surprised me at once. That's a story I'm not going over right now because this isn't that type of channel. Ha ha ha. All right. Fire Talks. Remember the outfit Tarn wore? Tarn is a very well endowed female cosplayer who cosplays as Tarn. And she wears very low cut. I don't even want to call it chest armor. I think it's a strap.
Right. It's WoW armor.
I was talking, hell, I forget who I was talking to, but I was just being me there drinking drinks in the lobby. I didn't realize she had come up right behind me, and I whipped around to say something, and there was her assets. I mean, here. It was one of the, I should have brought stuff to sell. I'll be there in Orlando. There goes the chat again. But yeah, we got to pack up all of our goodies. We're going to try to get out of here early, at least as early as we can, because it's 8 hours to his house. And then once we get to his house, I am going to hit the road. DairyCon is in Wisconsin. Oh, my.
Oh, my.
Oh, my. Hey, in Fire Talks, they didn't have the 18 or over room this year, thank God.
It was talked about several times.
It was talked about. The more beverages I drank, the more I talked about that room. And the shock and awe that existed. Let's see. Captain Kyle was here. Toy Spotlight. Bobby, Bot versus Con. Bobby and Jake were here. And the guys
Good
on the
guys.
pad, very good guys. I mean,
Really
we
good
enjoyed
guys.
talking to everybody. Oh Jesus, I lost my eye. Yeah, I gotta leave at 4:30. Well, guys, we enjoy this chat. I could stay in here with you guys all night, but we got to get our wares packed and ready to go because, like I said, we're going to get up at it, hit the road in the morning, and soon I'll have more of a focused video. We can get a real good look of the items that I picked up. Each one will be reviewed, and I'm looking forward to it. Looking for another year of bringing you guys content. As you know, I just celebrated my 8th year doing YouTube, and I am really amazed what it has done for my life and what, as you saw.
Right.
And it's just so cool. I have loved meeting every one of you that was here. Thanks for taking the time to talk to me, because I love talking to everybody. I don't care who you are. I'll run my mouth all day long, and everybody's liked and subscribed over the years. I'm gonna keep doing my best. I'm gonna keep bringing you content and doing what I can to keep you guys entertained. And from the bottom of my heart, I mean it. Thank you for watching and giving old Patriot Prime a chance 8 years ago to grow into what I am now. So I hope everybody has a good night. I don't have no flashy stuff to do since I've just got this on the phone. I'll just turn it off. But thank you all so much. I have a great night, and we'll see you next time. Hoorah! My man. Now, how do you turn this off? See, now it's going to be awkward for a while until I figure out how to do
Turn
this.
it off.
I guess I just turned it off. I don't know. Yes, there we go. Bye, guys. I figured it out.